All right, Chilliwack coming up this week. The first advanced polls for the school board by-election were this week. Another Hoedown for Hospice is getting ready for their annual two-step. And fire destroys an artisan landmark in Cultus Lake. And in sports, the rumor mill is in overtime. And would the WHL come back to the WAC? Cari, does it really feel like spring with this weather?
Well, Alex, this weekend it's gonna be wet.
All coming up this week. Hello, Chilliwack. Dawn's not here today, so you're stuck with me. Let's get right into it. The Chilliwack School Trustee by-election to fill a vacant seat is getting closer. March 1st is Election Day. Mail-in ballots are available until the 27th, and the final advance voting opportunity is February 26th. For a complete list of voting locations, go to either the Chilliwack City or School District 33 website. Now, dust off your cowboy boots and get ready to dance. Tickets are now on sale for the 12th annual Hometown Hoedown for Hospice, presented by Century Plumbing and Heating, taking place on Saturday, April 5th at Evergreen Hall, all in support of Chilliwack Hospice Society. Desmond Devnich from Hospice will join us in the next week or two to talk about it. Now, a proposed 43-bed shelter for seniors experiencing homelessness in Chilliwack has been sent back to staff for further review after City Council raised concerns about its temporary nature, design, and long-term funding plan. The project, led by BC Housing and operated by Ruth and Naomi's Mission, aims to provide immediate shelter for seniors aged 55 and older who are at risk or are already experiencing homelessness. The facility, called The Grove, would be built using modular units on the same site as the Interchange, a 59-unit supportive housing facility that has operated at Yale Road since 2011, which using the old Travelodge location. While staff report called it supportive housing, council and the community have questioned whether or not it's more accurately classified as an emergency shelter, as its design and funding structure suggest a short-term housing solution rather than a permanent one. And on Monday night, the Feral Bee Artisan Market was lost to a devastating fire. For those familiar with Cultus Lake, the building was located next to Kent's Ice Cream and east of the Cultus Lake Plaza. Everything was lost, and most of the artisans with works inside did not have insurance. An artist fundraiser is now in the works. All right, a sign of the times. The District of Hope is walking away from Twitter or X and heading for blue sky. A number of government organizations are following suit around the globe. The Chilliwack School District has already deactivated their X account. Now, in January, Jeannie Culver wrote an opinion piece and sent it to media. She is part of a group called Bring Back Agriculture to Chilliwack Heritage Park. In her op-ed, she noted in part, Heritage Park boasts incredible infrastructure, including indoor and outdoor arenas, a rodeo arena, and a track. It's considered one of the finest facilities of its kind in Western North America. The agricultural and equestrian communities, once the heart of Heritage Park, now feel sidelined in favor of trade shows and non-agricultural events. The group met with stakeholders last week, including Tourism Chilliwack and the city. The group was pleased with the conversation, saying they felt that they were heard and more talks are expected. Now, the coldest night of the year is the annual Winterific family-friendly walk in support of local charities serving people experiencing hurt, hunger, and homelessness. Some 200 walkers teamed up, fundraised, walked, and took a moment to look closer because it's cold out there. The walk is Saturday, and there are two walks in Chilliwack. The walk is sponsored by Ann Davis. And now in sports. Social media has lit up over the past week from word that the WHL will expand into Penticton for the 2025-26 season. The new owner will reportedly pay the Kelowna Rockets $1 million due to territory infringement. Another rumor has it that the Dub will expand into Chilliwack for the following season. You may recall the now defunct Chilliwack Bruins who left for Victoria. A member of the Chiefs organization told chillTV on the condition of anonymity that the team has not heard a thing about this as they are the primary tenants for the city-owned Chilliwack Coliseum. We reached out to the city and have not had a response. An expansion team is reportedly worth $10 to $15 million just to enter the league. And the first round of the PJHL playoffs are underway between Abbotsford and Chilliwack. Chilliwack took the first 2 games 7-0 and 6-5 at home. They play the next 2 in Abbotsford following the 2-2, 1-1-1 format. Should games 5, 6, and 7 be needed, they would be this Sunday and next Wednesday and Friday. And over to the Cascades, where the regular season is over for both volleyball and basketball. The women's volleyball team clinches the top seed in the conference, which is a huge accomplishment just 4 seasons after making the jump to the Canada West and the U Sports level. The U Sports number 5 ranked Cascades topped the standings with a 17-3 record, while the number 3 ranked Thunderbirds finished at 15-5 and 4th. Cascades will have home court advantage throughout their run in the Canada West playoffs after closing out the regular season with a 5-set victory over the UBC Thunderbirds on Saturday. The Cascades now await the winner of the play-in series between Trinity Western University and the University of Saskatchewan to find out their quarterfinal opponent. The men's team also clinched a spot in the Canada West playoffs on Saturday before they had even stepped on the court. With Thompson Rivers University falling 3-1 to Brandon University, the Cascades clinched that 10th and final spot. Once the match between the Cascades and the Thunderbirds finally got underway, both teams had the chance to rest some key starters and get some valuable playing time for a few younger players. In the end, it was the Thunderbirds, however, taking it 3-0 to improve to 15-5 on the year, while the Cascades finished the season at 7-3. Games 1 and 2 of the series are set for this week, and Game 3 will go on Saturday if necessary. Every game will be available live and on demand at CanadaWest.tv. And over to basketball, where the women's Cascades graduating players Maddie Gobet, Nikki Kabuko, Deanna Toucher, and Google Sadhu made the most of their final regular season home game on Saturday as they helped their team complete a weekend sweep over their local rivals with a 54-40 win over the Trinity Western Spartans. The win sees UFV finish the season with a 15-5 record, while TWU follows to 10-10. The Cascades look ahead to hosting the Canada West quarterfinals next Saturday, where they will meet the winner of the 12th-seeded University of Manitoba or the 5th-seeded University of Calgary. And with the men's team, Dario Lopez had a game-high 27 points and Takeshi Cook had 10 assists to finish their regular season as the conference leader in assists. But the UFV Cascades dropped an 86-77 result to the Trinity Western Spartans on Saturday in Abbotsford. The Cascades finished their regular season with a 9-11 record, while the Spartans jumped to 12-8. Both teams will now look ahead to the Canada West playoffs. With the result, the Cascades will now travel to Victoria for their play-in round game, while they will play against the University of Lethbridge Pronghorns, with the winner of that game moving on to face the University of Victoria Vikes. And the Chilliwack Giants spring flag registration closes March 1st. This is for players between ages of 8 and 14. Details can be found on the Giants' social media. And advanced voting started this past Wednesday, and the final advanced for next Wednesday at the Landing Sports Center. And if you didn't know, I am a baseball guy. That is my first love and primary sport. So if you are a baseball fan living in the Valley and looking for a new local podcast discussing all things baseball, both local and professional, check out the Home Plate 33 podcast on YouTube and all podcast streaming services. My friend Domingo and I already have 2 episodes live and are working on producing a weekly show for you, so feel free to check that out if you like baseball. That is your sports update. I'll see you at the game. And now the ChillTV weekend weather. So, Cari, what's it looking like?
Our weather for this Friday is going to be wet and rainy, with it continuing on into Saturday and Sunday with cloudy periods with soaking rain, is what they're calling for. Monday, you might see the sun a little bit in the morning, but it's going to continue raining Monday afternoon and all day Tuesday, with Wednesday being your best bet to actually see the sun, and temperatures are going to get up to 13 degrees. Pretty nice. It's also going to be about 10 degrees the rest of the week during the day, but down to around 4 at night, so it's still a little bit chilly. Here's a fun fact for you. The last Wednesday of every month is actually Pink Shirt Day, or Anti-Bullying Day. This started in 2007 when students at Cambridge, Nova Scotia handed out 50 pink t-shirts to people because one of their classmates was actually bullied for wearing a pink shirt. This initiative has grown to over 180 countries participating worldwide. I have my pink shirt. Are you going to participate? Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend. I'm Alex Eriksson.